Hi, my name is Corey Shifter, and I'm the owner of Casale Jewelers, and I'm also going to be the designer of your engagement ring. Why do we design rings? Because it only happens once, and we make sure it happens the right way. Because at the end of the day, when you open that box and you propose, you're going to have a beautiful, bright engagement ring that people are going to love. So, pain points. What are the pain points that we all deal with, and how can I answer those questions? So the pain point number one is budget. What do we spend? Some people say 3 months salary, some people say a year's salary, some people say whatever you want. I say it's whatever you want, right? If you want to spend a certain amount on your engagement ring, you start there and then we work backwards, right? And you have to trust your jeweler that they're going to do the right thing by you and they're going to give you the engagement ring you deserve that looks exactly like you want, because at the end of the day, there's millions of rings in a case that we could sell you, but the jeweler that you want to deal with is actually going to design the ring you want, because she'll be the first one to try on that ring when you propose, right? And the only one. So that's pain point number one. Pain point number two is, what style ring should I get, right? In today's world, things have changed. The couples are coming together. They're sharing photos that are tagged on Instagram or that their relative gave, right? So we know how to design your ring, and that's what you get. You get the design files, you get sketches, you get virtual renderings, you get a 3D model of your ring. And what does that show? It shows that you listen, right? Because you invested the time not to go to some online site and start typing in what ring you're looking for and whatever, right? And trying to shop there. No, you invested the time in designing the ring you want. And that's where we come into play, because all we do is design. We don't sell you what's been tried on 50 times. We design what you want. Pain point number three. Should I go with a natural diamond or should I go with a lab-grown diamond? Well, that's a discussion you both should have, really, because at the end of the day, a lot of people are going with the lab option. I'm just here to tell, not sell you on anything, but at the end of the day, it's the same exact thing. It's diamond material pressed together in a lab, or diamond material pressed together under the earth, coming to the surface. At the end of the day, is 100% scientifically the same. So what does that mean? I'm not saying you shouldn't discuss it. It's a discussion you should have. If you're going to buy a house, you're not just going to go buy a house. You're going to discuss if you could afford the house, what you want to have in the house, what your expectations are. You do it together, and at the same time, with a lab or natural diamond, it is something you should discuss. But 95% of my couples last year chose to go with lab. Why? Because they have a budget to spend and they wanted to go bigger with their budget. So up to you, natural or lab, we're happy to help on both. The fourth pain point that we all deal with is, how do we trust you? Even me. How do you trust me, right? Why? Because you should look at your jeweler's reviews, right? And look at what they're putting out there, right? If your friend says, oh, I got a guy, look at the ring that guy made, right? And if that ring doesn't look like what you want, then it's a true representation that you don't want to go to that guy, right? You want to go to this guy. I take pride in shopping and finding the perfect diamond for you, whether it's natural or lab, whether it's a moissanite, whatever it is, we design in everything. Why? Because we can. We design here in our shop with you to make sure you get the ring you want, and you trust in the fact that you're getting exactly what you want, right? We help guide you along the way up to the point where you have to open that box, that's on you. But at the end of the day, we make it as easy as possible for you to design the ring you want at the budget you want. Pain point number five, the appraisal value versus the actual value. What does that even mean? Right? For some reason, right, they gave the jeweler the ability to tell you appraisal-wise what your diamond is going to appraise for. For example, I had a customer come in and say, oh, I spent $5,000 on this engagement ring and it appraised for $30,000. Can you verify that? What? That doesn't even make sense. So the $30,000 appraisal you paid $5,000 for? So guess what, right? You're going to pay insurance on that $30,000 appraisal, average of about 2% a year, which is about $600 for the year. Guess what? 7, 8 years down the road, you're going to outpay your ring, and what's going to happen when you have a loss? They're going to credit you for what you have, not for the appraisal amount. So a fair appraisal is 20% to 30% over cost. That's the number one thing. The insurance company manages it so you don't overpay. What does that mean? It's fair. It's the right way of doing business, and that's what you get with Casale Jewelers. So thank you so much for visiting. You can go right below here and you can book an appointment with me or my team in Staten Island. I'm in my Red Bank location. here in New Jersey, but you can also schedule a virtual session as well. So come meet with me and my team. Let us design the ring you want with the budget you want, with the diamond quality you need, and everything that will make sure that you look good when you open that box, because you have one chance to make this right, and here at Casale Jewelers, we'll make it right for you.